Hey you guys, it's Jack, and I apologize already if I sound weird or I sound really nasally. It's because I am sick. I have been sick, you guys. I had strep throat, okay? Ooh, I'm gonna cough. Oh, last night I coughed and like something almost flew out of my mouth and it was really gross. I had strep throat, and then when I finally got over strep throat, now I have a regular cold where I have a cough and a runny nose, and it's just all so disgusting. Pretty much what I wanted to do for this video was I kind of just wanted to, I guess, regroup in a way, because it's not a secret that I've become more sexual over the course of maybe the last year, maybe the last 2 years. I'm getting a lot of comments from you guys like, don't be so sexual, like, why are you being this way, like, why are you selling out, why are you doing this all for like clickbait and attention? And I kind of want to just settle the score now. Ooh, I sound like I sound like I'm trying to lure children to my gingerbread house in the woods to eat them. But anyway, it's not just you guys who took notice. A few of my friends have been sending me messages like, you need to calm down, you're like whoring it up a bit too much. But at the end of the day, you guys, I just want you to know I'm not doing it for clickbait, okay? I'm not doing it because like I'm putting on this front all of a sudden. Like, I would say I would be being fake if I wouldn't be showing that side of my personality. You guys, when I'm drunk, when I'm with my friends, when I'm with my close friends, like, I have a really crass sense of humor. It's like, that shouldn't shock you guys. But at the same time, like, I find sex interesting. I find it funny a lot of the times. I just, like, I mean, look at who's on my wall, like, when I'm upstairs in my room. Like, it's like James Dean, it's Marilyn Monroe, I love Raquel Welch, Marlon Brando, and like a part of me loves Disney and all that stuff, but like a part of me is really drawn to like American sex symbols. Like, it's always appealed to me for whatever reason. I've never felt sex is something that's like, it's like hush hush, like we can't talk about it. If you bring it up in public, oh, that's bad, that's awful. I don't understand why people are so ashamed of what they do sexually or what they're interested in. I think over the years I've become more comfortable taking off my shirt. You guys, I say this all the time. I have the body of like a 14-year-old boy. Like, I really do. Like, I'm 115 pounds. I'm not muscular, like, but I have gained enough confidence to sometimes turn up the sexy a little bit. And I think all of you guys should. Like, everybody has like a great body. Like, hot bodies don't exist, okay? If you're 500 pounds, there's gonna be somebody who's like so fucking attracted to you. And if you're like 10 pounds, somebody's gonna be so fucking attracted to you. It's just the way it is. Different strokes for different folks. I hate that saying. Why did I even say it? But anyway, what comes along with these comments, it's not just like, Jack, you're being too sexual. It's oftentimes like, what I've realized from you guys is like, Jack, you're suddenly acting conceited, or Jack, you're suddenly acting really cocky, or you're an attention whore, or like you're just interested in views. And I think the only way, you guys, this might be a long video, I apologize. I just want to kind of clear the air. I think the best way to explain why I'm not why I'm not an attention whore, I guess I should just put it that way, is to tell you guys and explain to you guys why I make YouTube videos and why I'm here. And I'm not bullshitting you guys at all. I'm not going to just pretend like holier than thou, self-righteous. Like, I just make YouTube videos to help people out. Like, yes, that's a reason that I make YouTube videos, but it's not the only reason I'm here. There are other reasons I make YouTube videos too, and I think the best way to explain why I make YouTube videos is, I guess, to just tell you the story of my life and how I've gotten to this point. It starts back when I was very young. I remember back when I was like 5 years old. These were the days of boom boxes and CDs. My best friend would bring her boom box into the backyard and she'd set it up, and we'd play Britney Spears and Backstreet Boys, and we'd dance to the songs and kind of perform like it was a concert in front of our moms. But I always say my childhood, I had like the happiest childhood in the world. And even back then, I had this feeling like, this is what I want to do. Like, I mean, I can't, I'm not a performer, I'm not a singer, I'm not a dancer, I can't do any of that stuff. If you guys heard me sing, you would cry. I think the reason I was so happy was because back then I knew, like, I want to entertain people. I want to make them smile. I want to make them laugh. I want to be myself, okay? That's what I want to do. And when I entered schooling, middle school, high school, I kind of lost that a little bit. You guys, I was never aggressively bullied, okay? I was never, like, people didn't come at me and take my lunch money and stuff like that. I think a lot of the bullying, I think a lot of it was unintentional. I never really fit in with any of the guys, okay? I was in soccer, I was in cross country, I was in track, and I never, like, I would go on 8-mile runs with the cross country team, and I wouldn't speak to any of them because I was afraid that if I showed my personality, I would make them uncomfortable, because back then I thought just being gay made them uncomfortable. And I think they were a bit weirded out by me, and I remember not being invited to certain things. I remember back when I used to sit in middle school, I used to sit at a lunch table with all guys, and they would talk about their plans to hang out after school, and I was never invited, but they'd talk about it in front of me. And I know this is so stupid to even verbalize, and like I never even verbalized this before in my life. But like, I always wanted to be homecoming king. Like, that's why I tweet out things now where I'm like, guys, like, make me your homecoming king, vote for me for homecoming king. That's why I was homecoming king for like Halloween 2 years ago. And I never thought I actually deserved it or I was gonna win. But I remember I didn't even run. And the reason I didn't run was because we had to kind of nominate ourselves. And back during homeroom the one day, our teacher asked, like, who's running for homecoming king? And I was too embarrassed to even say my name because I thought people would be like, what why is this kid running for homecoming king? So I never did, and I was always kind of disappointed, and I was always like kicking myself for that because I didn't even try, you know? At this point, I was kind of like acting like all the other boys. I was dressing like all the other boys, high black socks, athletic wear every day to class. All of that followed me into college. Like at the beginning, I wanted to major in business, guys. Can you imagine me majoring in business? And I remember I always wanted to go to those parties with, at like the wrestling house or like the frat parties, and I remember I was never welcome to any of those. I was always kind of treated like, oh, why are you here? You don't really belong here. I've always been like a lightning rod for, you know, hyper-masculine men to try to prove they're more masculine by kind of like picking on me because I have a small frame. I remember at one party, this one kid tried to fight me. I didn't even do anything. I've never even seen him before. I was just walking up the stairs and he walked down the stairs and he was like, oh, you're just gonna walk right past me. You're not gonna say anything to me. At the time, I was also trying to get into the frats at Cornell, and I remember the kids would ask me like the most outlandish things. They'd be like, do you come from money? And I remember being like, I don't know, like, what do you mean? And the kid said, and I quote him, if you have to think about it, then you don't. And it was just like this insanity. And at the time, all of my professors and stuff were like, this is how you need to behave, and this is what you need to do, and this is what you need to put on your resume, and don't stop posting things on social media that you're gonna regret. And I remember, I don't know why this was like, this is what set me off, but I was watching a girl make a website. I don't know what the point of the website was. I don't know what class it was for. I was in theater class because it was required for my major, and she was sitting in front of me. And of course she was doing homework. She was a cheerleader, and she was like in a sorority, and she had like a picture of herself on this website, and it was like born and raised Jersey girl, and like she had her hand on her hip and she was leaning in doing like the sorority pose. And it was just like, I remember I like looked around and I was like, I cannot do this anymore. Like I cannot sit here and, you know, pursue the same dreams as everybody else. I don't want to be, you know, in business. I don't want to be writing for a newspaper. I don't want to be doing any of this stuff. And that was the summer that I started doing YouTube. And now I'm here, okay? And I didn't really even understand what YouTube was at the time, and YouTube was never a plan for me. It was never what I wanted to do. And I know people who went to high school with me, and even some of my friends now, they like kind of like are like, what are you doing? Like, why are you posting videos like this on YouTube? Like, what's going on with you? A few of them are like, he's gone crazy, he's gone insane for posting this stuff. But at the end of the day, like, I cannot be bothered with pursuing anything that I'm going to need a squeaky clean image for. I cannot. If one day my future employer is gonna see this YouTube stuff and be like, I'm not hiring you because of it, then I don't want to work there to begin with, okay? And I see what my friends are doing. Like I'm friends with a bunch of people on Facebook who are like, oh, like my dreams are finally coming true. Like I got my dream job at like the car dealership. And I'm not shitting on people who work at a car dealership, and I'm not shitting on any of my Facebook friends for whatever reason, but it's just amazing to see what they value, because they're ecstatic about having these high paying jobs. And to me, it's just like, I guess some people to be happy need expensive cars or swimming pools in their backyards or, you know, high end jobs or whatever it is. But what I need to be happy is this. Literally, it is this. I need a platform where I can express myself. I need to be this may sound crazy, but like, okay, some people go to the gym to get really buff, okay? And some people who want to be a runner or a diver or something, every single day they practice that so they become like the best diver or runner that they can be. All throughout college, what I think I did was I spent time strengthening my voice. And I don't mean in regard to singing. I mean, I strengthen my voice because I want as many people to be able to hear it as possible. I want to be able to reach as many people as I possibly can, because what I think is my talent, it's not my muscles, it's not my ability to sell a car, it's my creativity, it's my mind. And this is what I need to be happy, okay? And I understand YouTube isn't gonna last forever, okay? And I'm completely fine with, you know, getting a second job or something like that. But what I need is this, okay? I don't do this because I want your attention, you guys. I don't spit on my hand and jack off to the view count rising on my videos. I don't do this because I'm an attention whore. I do this because in a way I need to right now, okay? This is what makes me happy. This is what's fulfilling for me. And you guys also have to understand that it's never just like a one-way street. When you guys watch my videos and you comment nice things or you understand what I'm saying, I feel understood, okay? Your support and you guys encouraging me to do what I want and be myself really helped me be myself, and I hope that I can kind of give that back to you guys too. And if I met my 5-year-old self, okay, if one day I fell into a wormhole or whatever and went back to those days when I used to perform concerts, if I would have a chance to sit in the audience while I danced, my 5-year-old self danced his little heart out to Oops, I Did It Again, and then I had a chance to talk to that little boy after the concert, I'm almost positive, although I don't have $1 million and an expensive car and this awesome high-paying job, I'm pretty sure that that kid would be proud of me, and he'd be proud to become me one day, okay? It's not all about making your parents proud. It's not all about impressing your friends on Facebook who you're never going to see again. It's about respecting where you come from and who you used to be and what your dreams used to be. If I showed up at one of those concerts and I was like, hey, 5-year-old Jack, you're going to grow up to be a car salesman, I have a feeling he would be disappointed in me, okay? So I encourage you all to do exactly what you want to do, because if you right now would run into your 5-year-old self, if they'd be disappointed in becoming you, or they'd be disappointed in, you know, what you're doing, or, you know, they think you're a phony, or they wouldn't think you're cool, or there would be a disconnect for whatever reason, I believe that you're doing something wrong, okay? If you're unhappy with yourself for whatever reason, change it, okay? Move, leave, do something else. You need to make yourself happy. That's what you need to do, okay? So the whole point of this whole entire video was because I just wanted to explain that to you guys. I never want you to look at me and be like, oh my god, attention whore, oh my god, he's just doing it for the views or something like that, because that's not the truth. Anyway, you guys, I can't find the end footage. I know I filmed it, but I can't find it. Anyway, here is me making the thumbnail because, I don't know, I needed something to voice over. But anyway, you guys, thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments below if you like videos like this, and give this video a thumbs up if you like it. And first of all, ignore the fact that I had an allergic reaction on my tongue. I drank pomegranate juice. This is why my tongue looks fucking weird. I drank pomegranate juice and then ate a banana, and for some reason I had an allergic reaction. Don't know why eating fruit swells my tongue and makes it blister and do weird shit. I don't know, this is too long. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye, guys.
God damn it! Ow! Every time we touch, I get this feeling.
Do you like having 2 or 1?
I like having 1 better.